Hi, we are two of a kind, and my name is Alice Adabari.
I'm LaShonda Johnson.
I'm Liliana McAllister.
And I'm Alenia Swinbush.
And we are Two of a Kind.
Two of a Kind is a program that focuses on mediation between law enforcement and the African American male population in East Durham. The program is designed to impact the community as a whole and not just law enforcement and the African American male population. The social workers are the leaders of Two of a Kind. They will be providing the mediation between the law enforcement and African American population in East Durham. We will have 2 active police officers, 2 non-active police officers, a lawyer and a judge, and also 3 community leaders so that we can have their insight and their opinions about the situation between the African and male population and law enforcement, and they can give their opinions as well as a secretary. The program is designed to provide mediation, community support, and mentorship for boys and young men the age 8 through 18. As far as mentorship, the program is a 12-month service until they age out, which is the age 18. So the service is a continuation. There will be quarterly workshops specifically for law enforcement and African American males to build a positive relationship amongst each other. And there will be a community event which will be strictly given back to the community so that they can feel like they are a part of this movement and not left out, and also monthly meetings so that the community can also join in, as well as the law enforcement African American, so that we can collaborate and figure out a way to build a positive relationship between the two. And our program hypothesis is, if there's a workshop for law enforcement that focuses on cultural differences and seeking mediation between themselves and African American males, then there will be less negative interactions amongst each other. And if there's a workshop for African American males specifically about understanding the background of their rights, laws, and law enforcement, then there will be an increase of respect and an increase of positive relationships between the two.
Our mission statement. Our mission statement is to provide mediation between law enforcement and African American males through workshops for both populations and community events, which will result in a positive relationship. Our goals and objectives. Our goals are to encourage and respect both parties, as well as partner with African American and law enforcement communities to provide mediation, to put an end to violence among African American males and law enforcement, to stop the stereotype of encountering violence through both of the parties, to keep a long-term and healthy relationship between both of the parties, and as well as bring back highly educated professionals to acquire their knowledge. And our logic model. Our logic model consists of the activities, the collaborators, the outcome, the output, and the impact. With our activities, we have community events, which are monthly. We have quarterly workshops and monthly board meetings. With our collaborators, we collab with Big Brother and Big Sister, which consists of EDCI and Holton Career and Resource Center. Our output is mentoring. It's all obviously offered to African American males ages 8 to 18. And are led by the law enforcement and the Big Brother and Big Sister, our collaborators. Our outcome is to reduce negative relationships between both parties, and as well as understand both parties, respecting their culture and them as a person, creating a positive vibe. And our impact is to create a long-term positive relationship between the two, and as well as having long-term mediators.
Two of a Kind's budget consists of personnel, food, utensils, rentals, furniture, and supplies. Our 2 major full-time employees will be our 2 social workers and our secretary, and both will receive an employee-rated expense of 25%. Our part-time employees will consist of 2 active police officers, 2 non-active, 1 lawyer, and 1 judge. And we will also have community leaders who will volunteer their participation. All office supplies and furniture will be purchased at Staples as well as the Carolina Office Exchange. And we will use J&C Concessions and Catering Company quarterly for all our events, as well as have a monthly ice cream social, which all utensils and supplies will be purchased as well. Our two main facilities will be the Pine Ridge Office Center, which is our main office, as well as the Holton Career and Resource Center, which is the location for our workshops and our community activities.
Evaluation and data. Through pre and post surveys, Two of a Kind hopes to assess satisfaction for mediation services, community outreach events, and monthly meetings. Through monthly and annual reports, Two of a Kind hopes to assess the adequacy through cost efficiency models. We hope by the end of the fiscal year, we can see the adequacy of our cost efficiency. And through summative data, Two of a Kind hopes to prove our positive impact in the East Durham community and the productivity and achieve success. Through surveys given at the end of our mediation services, again, we plan to assess the satisfaction from our participants and community members. We believe by positive evaluation, we will be able to assess and hopefully achieve our goal and continue to be successful in our program.
And for our summary, so overall, our plan is to reduce the negative relationship between the law enforcement and African American males, especially in the East Durham community.
Two of a Kind hopes by facilitating mediation, increasing positive interactions through community events and mentoring services, that we will diminish negative philosophies and encourage positive relationships between the African American community in East Durham and the law enforcement community.
And these are our references. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.